page 156. And if you remember yesterday, or it doesn't matter if you don't, all the castaways had got themselves into a right old mood, got a right old mood on, and they weren't going to swim in the lagoon that evening. Here we go. And the little phosphorescent whirlpools creeping in over the reef with the incoming tide seemed to become really watching eyes of the deep. Right, in that tangled sentence is a reference to the eyes of the deep, which Theroux said was what they believed something was watching them from the sea. With the approach of darkness, the grey volcano's cone stretching up towards Stevenson's starry sky looked like an evil, menacing monster. Ran out of inspiration for that image. One by one, the little coconut lamps surrendered their tiny aura of light to the darkness, and the passengers dropped off into troubled sleep, wondering if the bad spirits beyond the mountain would visit them again tonight. But it was not the white settlement which received the dreaded visitation during the night. Instead, it was the natives' village, ... It was shortly after midnight when Shirley and Wendy, sleeping again in the airliner's cabin, were wakened by a distant ruffled moor. I nearly said ruffled moor there, and it's muffled roar. That's on me, that one. They dashed out from the airliner to find that many others had been wakened and were racing from out of the native-built houses. Before long, a silent, white-faced crowd, never good, was gathered in the shadow of the airliner, staring apprehensively down the moonlight bay, was being lit up by an ever-brightening yellow glow. So the white people are being lit up by a yellow glow. Before long, huge tongues of fire could be seen with rolling clouds of smoke tinged with blood-red sparks. There's a big fire, is what I've grasped. Great guns, gasped Tony. The native village is on fire. If the houses there are the same as the ones they've built here, they'll burn like brushwood. Shirley thought of the ghostly figures that she had seen the previous evening. Don't get me started, Shirley. You should have talked about that immediately. And cold fingers seemed to pluck at the suddenly tightened skin over her cheekbones. What? Wendy looked sidelong at her. Fires are sometimes quite normal accidents, Shirley. Well, that's not helping Wendy, is it? Get a grip, the pair of you. You're the only halfway sane people in this group. You've got to save it because nobody else can.